I'm living this up. This is a weatherman's dream.
What was one Minnesota weatherman's dream turned out to be a nightmare for South Mississippians.
The waves are coming over the barriers.
Katrina began unleashing her fury on our area in the early morning hours of August 29th.
They're still expecting wind gusts along the path of this storm, which will be right along the eye wall, near the eye. Wind gust 150 to perhaps up to 175 miles per hour. That is wind gust. The 160 that you see here, where it says, for example, in the lower right-hand portion of your screen, that is sustained winds of 160 miles per hour for 1 minute in duration.
While our meteorologists, anchors, producers, and the studio crew were working round the clock to give out life-saving information, some of our reporters and videographers braved the howling winds and rising water before dawn to give viewers and listeners an idea of just how fierce the storm would be.
This used to be in the small craft harbor area. Now there's about 6 inches of water covering what is a parking area. We're going up on the grass, and you can see now that the water has spilled literally into Jones Park.
It is dangerous. You can see this water coming up here right now, and it is coming up quickly. It is raining hard. As you see the water, the waves from the Mississippi Sound dancing over the seawall there, and I'm really in the middle of Highway 90 right here, and this water is getting deeper. We pulled up on Cowan Road and are headed north right now. I'm not going to stay here much longer, folks, because in fact, we need to back up now, Greg. This water is coming in quickly. It is coming in fast, and it is deepening quickly, and we are going to seek higher ground right now, but this gives you some idea of the power of this storm as Katrina begins to make her presence felt on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Let's send it back.
Then the time came when our crews had to return to the station, where we thought we'd be safe. It felt like someone had a chokehold on our building. The walls were shaking, and stuck inside, we had plenty to think about.
Steve, you've covered a lot of storms in your years here. How does this one stack up to previous storms?
Not one that I want to revisit, Tony. Let's put it that way, okay?
Are you rethinking your career?
Not fun, no, and I'm not rethinking my career, no.
Are you eager to get back out in the field?
I'm eager for this to be over with and be past us. That's what I'm eager for right now.
Despite our uncertainty during the storm, we knew we had a job to do.
What was it like for you? Because you were out in the storm.
I have to tell you, I was out in the storm just when it started rolling in, and it is about 4 hours later after that. And the winds while I was out there with my camera and out there with Tommy were just incredible. I have never experienced anything like that, and I keep looking outside and I keep hearing the roof rattle over our heads, and I know you're feeling the same way. But that's what we're here for, to bring the news to the people of South Mississippi.
This is the worst I've ever seen it, but one thing I want to say, you know, the heart of the people who work here, even though we're in dire straits, and our equipment's been damaged, our lives could be in danger, we still have people on there as we speak.
We evacuated to the center of our building, a section that had stood through Camille. A temporary studio and second control room had been set up just for this scenario so that we could continually broadcast. There were some tense moments in the Weather Center too, when meteorologist Carrie Duncan and others were working behind the scenes.
I'm a little stressed and not really wanting to be on camera.
It's about 9:30 and Katrina is rolling in right now.
Yeah.
We did what we could to keep out the wind and rain. In Studio B, director Lee Field proved he could do more than punch up video.
What are you doing, Lee?
I'm trying to keep these doors from flying up. Because that room built like the newsroom, and it's like, and the wind's coming in under the door. Like fun.
Here it goes. Both of them. But none of us could keep the newsroom from falling apart. We lost our roof. A computer caught on fire, and a tower fell. Its concrete anchor became a wrecking ball, knocking out part of our second floor. Through it all, we stayed on air. As the winds began to die down, we ventured back outside, ready to show the outside world scenes that were and still are hard for us to handle. But that's what we do, portray life through sounds and pictures.